I am Playboy Cardi. My bad, y'all. I forgot what time I set the stream live time for. In my defense, am I dropping a new album? No, but I will be dropping more videos on the channel. Connor and I were recording a CONMEBOL video. That's what took so freaking long. And boy, does that man love to talk. So we had like 30 transfers to talk about. Each explanation was like 15 minutes. It was way too freaking long, but that will be dropping probably on like Monday or something. But we're here. I got the full setup. You know, I think we're all Asian today. I think I can agree. Everybody in the chat, probably pro-Asia, right? Who here wants the United States to win? Get out. Get out right now. That's it. Damn, dude, Brody's savage. He says he's subbing to Last Funny Show. First off, they not freaking streaming this game. Second, like you could be subscribed to both of us if you want to, but not really. You really have to choose, and you should choose me. Yeah, my bad. Oh God, how many? We got a hella chats in here. I know I'm super late. To be fair, I've never been on time for a stream, so you guys should know. Like, never show up when the stream's about to start. It's minimum 5 minutes late. But yeah, I had to finish the video with Connor. Then I had to install a VPN. Then I had to get my dad's Hulu password, all to pull up the game because it doesn't exist in Argentina. So, Judgmental says he's rooting for the U.S. men's national team sparingly. If we get the MLSers embarrassed, I count that as a win at this point. Yeah, that'll be interesting. In my preview, I kind of talked about this a little bit, where I feel like Korea does have some pressure because this is a not fully optimized USA team. So I think if Korea lose 2-1, it's okay. But if they lose like 3-1 today, or 3-0, 2-0, and they kind of get pulverized, that looks pretty bad for a South Korean team where the vibes are already in the effing mud, man. Okay, let me see if the lineups have been released. I'm going to pull this up live here for y'all. And if I'm glitching a little bit, I apologize, but we should be okay here. Can y'all see me? Okay. All right, we'll do the U.S. first. Jesus Christ, man. Tristan Blackman is starting? Yo, nah, man. This is... I don't even like the U.S. men's national team, and this is not okay. This is not okay. This is a joke at this point. I don't understand. Maybe you start Tristan Blackman. I don't know anything about the guy, but to start him against South Korea is wild to me. Next to Tim Ream. Max Arvston, Diego Luna, Sebastian Berhalter. So it's pretty much the Gold Cup left side of the field. Like these five guys, this is just Gold Cup imported into here. On the right side of the field, Serginho Dest starting. That will be exciting. Serginho Dest has to play well if the U.S. are going to win today. And I think that he will have a good game. I'm actually predicting he probably gets an assist today. Tim Weah, he's been okay for Marseille. Nothing crazy. Josh Sargent, another huge opportunity. Another opportunity. If he gets a goal against Korea, that's pretty impressive. Pulisic at the attacking midfielder. That's kind of interesting. And then Diego Luna out left. It's a pretty good attack. Ah, man, just this part of the pitch here just looks bad. It looks vulnerable, I should say. For South Korea, we got Sung Kyo Min up top in the striker position. We got EJ Sung, Park Hang-seo. Wait, no, this is not Park Hang-seo. This is Sung Ho Pike at Birmingham. So Young Woo, Cho is in a goalkeeper. Kim Min Jae. Who we got on the bench here? Let's check out the bench real quick. Jens Kastrop, the new Korean dual net, did not start. Oop, I did not mean to go back on that. He's not starting, but I do expect him to feature in this game. Let me see. Junho Bae here. Hyungyu Oh, who had a failed medical. He was going to go to somewhere, like a pretty big club, and the medical fell through. Lee Gang-in on the bench is diabolical to me. That's why is Lee Gang-in not starting in this game? Why is Lee Gang-in not starting this game, man? You gotta be shitting me, man. Both of these managers, what the hell? Chris Richards on the bench. I guess the rationale is you're gonna start him against Japan. If he doesn't start against Japan, that's just embarrassing. Honestly, that's absolutely embarrassing. Okay, guys, score predictions for this game. What is the chat feeling? Neither of these teams are fully optimized. So I'm going to say a 1-1 or a 2-2. A 1-1 or a 2-2 is what I'm feeling here. I'm kind of expecting a lot of mistakes. Hopefully both teams don't come out and go crazy conservative. If I'm picking a winner, I'm picking Korea, though. All right, let's bring it back to this thing here now. We got the score. Oh, that is not centered. That's still not centered. Okay, there we go. Let me see. 2-1 either side. Judgmental just says depression is his score prediction here. Just depression. 3-1 Korea. 4-2 Korea, Ahmed. Okay, I like that. I hope we get a 4-2. That'd be pretty sick. 3-1 Korea from Clips. Brody says 5-0 Son hat trick. That's insane. That's insane. Son definitely scores. Balin's going 1-1. Yeah, it was Stuttgart. Yeah, O's medical failed at Stuttgart. That would have been a huge move for South Korea, where they still don't really have a 9. They don't really have something locked in there. Who's the tougher opponent, Japan or South Korea? Carlos, some people will flame you for this question, but I think it's an honest question. I think they present different challenges. Japan are much better at breaking down low blocks. They're a little bit faster in their possession than South Korea. South Korea are scarier at set pieces and are, I would say, more porous defensively than Japan. Although Japan are missing their entire back line in this window, so I don't know what the hell it's going to look like. Like, Mexico could score 2 goals tonight. Absolutely. Lee Gang-in has a light injury problem. Okay, if that's the case, then I understand it, but God, that is just so unfortunate. So freaking unfortunate. It's crazy. El Salvador and Jamaica were the 2 winners after day 1. No one predicted that. Well, yeah, no one predicted El Salvador and Jamaica. I think everybody thought Jamaica was going to beat Bermuda. At least I hope so. Costa Rica, I'm dropping my CONCACAF takeaways pretty soon. Piojo should be sacked. I've seen enough. He should be sacked. They are so bad for how much talent they have. It's unacceptable. Is anybody picking the United States? Is there anyone in this chat? Have I compiled a completely anti-U.S. men's national team following? We got like 3 1-1s, including High and I guess myself. I don't see anybody picking the USA. Hiroki Ito's solid, but he's very injury prone. Extremely. Tomiyasu's injury prone. Ko Itakura's injury prone. Everybody in the Japanese back line is injury prone. Muhammad's going 2-1. Ben's going 7-0 USA. Should get this as 6-7 is my prediction. That's a crazy prediction that I don't think is going to happen. If we got a 6-7, I think we're witnessing like one of the greatest friendlies of all time. Also, you're going to have to excuse me because I was filming earlier. I didn't get to eat, so I'm going to eat. If Korea lose today, that's genuinely embarrassing. I agree with you. It is embarrassing if they lose today. The fact that they slapped aside Jordan and Iraq and Oman for them to go in a friendly and lose to this version of the United States would be a little embarrassing. It's not a huge L. I don't think it'd be Hung Myung-bo out. At least it wouldn't swing anybody there. Some people already think Hung Myung-bo should be gone. Nothing's going to change after this game, unless it's like a 4-0. But they really shouldn't be losing. Only team to not lose in round 3 of qualifying. They should not be losing here. And they were missing players for some of those games as well. Why is Unk repping a China jersey? Has he been compromised? Yes, I have been compromised. I am an ally of Xi Jinping and the Chinese Democratic Party, the Chinese democratic system, which is completely fair and transparent. And I'm wearing this in an act of solace with my my Asian brethren who are in the chat here today, supporting South Korea against the scourge that is the United States. Shin Tae-yong back to Korean national team. Oh, if I see that breaking news in the morning, that's crazy. Social credit just went through the roof. Thank you, Balin. Thank you. Although I was not pressured at all into saying that, those are my true thoughts and feelings about China. Have you managed to find the new China kid? No, I haven't yet, George. I saw a random Argentine with it in the gym, though, and it pissed me off. Because I don't know where the hell that guy got it. I should have asked him, but I was in a bad mood. I wasn't trying to conversate on that day. Unrelated, but your small thoughts on Canada versus Romania. We're going to have a dialogue after this window, depending on what happens. My short thoughts are this. A lot of players for Canada, like Nico Segura, continuously stepping up. Looks really, really encouraging. Tajon Buchanan looks like he's really, really back in the flow. And the guy's name I can never pronounce. Luc de Fougerel, the center back. Luc de something. They're very young, CB. Good game. Crepeau has to be the goalkeeper. I don't know why we even started the Dane St. Clair experiment, but it should have been Crepeau the entire time. If Canada gets something against Wales and the United States lose both of these games against Japan and South Korea, or maybe draw one, we're going to have a dialogue. We're going to have a dialogue. But I'm going to hold my long-term thoughts about that for now because the United States could win today 3-1. And then, okay, we're going to have a different dialogue. So I just took a little note. You know, the Mark Cuban gif was like, let me just write something down. That was me. I thought it was a pretty impressive performance. I don't think they deserved to keep a clean sheet. Romania probably should have scored, but they deserved to win. And Romania pretty much played their big guns. They pretty much played their big guns. And Canada did well. Palestine versus Malaysia is on Monday as a friendly. What's your prediction? I think it's probably going to be a 1-1, but I would give Palestine the edge. I haven't seen Palestine's call up, though, so I don't really know what's going on. Romania is so bad, I wouldn't even look into it, Ben. I mean, they're not great, but they're like an average European team. This is a team that qualified for the Euros. So it's not a nothing burger. Is it the same as beating France 3-0? No, of course not. But I do think you have to take some positive things away from it. Most teams in CONCACAF can't go to a pretty rockin' Bucharest stadium and win 3-0. Are you going to go over the U23 Asian Cup qualifiers? I cannot, man, because I don't have time. I don't have time with the CONMEBOL, the CONCACAF, the Asia, the Mexico. I don't have time to also talk about the youth tournaments. And I'm trying to pay attention to CAF too, which I have failed so miserably at covering on the channel. As soon as I go full-time YouTuber, there will be more African content on the channel. I just cannot do it right now. I will drive myself insane. I will not be able to sleep. Dongsung Lee says, where can I watch? Where are you located, bro? If you're in the States, I believe this is on Peacock. If you're in the States. I'm watching on, I think, Fox Sports West, I think is what this one is called. This is like the deepest couch ever. Hold on. I cannot. My back cannot survive that the whole freaking. Let's zoom in this camera a little bit here. I zoom in this camera just a little bit here. There we go. Okay. Looks good. Damn, I look good in this China kid. That's crazy. Regular watcher and subscriber from Pakistan, from Ibrar. Appreciate that, man. Thank you for the kind words. I would love to go to Pakistan one day. U.S. can't beat Panama at home. How are they going to beat South Korea? From Clips. Just because it's a friendly and weird stuff happens, you know? I feel like Pulisic especially really wants to kind of silence the haters right now. I'm looking at him on the TV. They want to make a statement. They don't want to lose. The MLS guys, even though they might not be as talented, they still don't want to lose. They're reading the tweets online too. Remember Patrick Aubameyang tweeting like the shushing emoji or the shrugging emoji? These guys read everything. They know the dialogue around the team. They know that everyone thinks they suck, and they want to shut people up, even their own fans. So they're going to come out here and try. In Korea, yeah, I mean, no Hwang Hee-chan, Lee Gang-in on the bench, some really poor overall players at left back and goalkeeper, questionable midfield that we still don't really know what Korea's best midfield even is. It's possible. Is it South Korea's best 11 from Efren? I would say no. I would say it is not. Lee Gang-in has to be included in there. I would say O, his last name is O, or maybe first name is O. Striker who plays for Genk is their best 9. So he would be starting as well in the strongest possible iteration. And then the center back, who's next to Kim Min-jae, is kind of up for debate. I don't even know if Koreans agree on what their best center back pairing is. Turkey are better than Romania. This is a fact. Clips, I completely agree. That is a fact. Iraq. Did you hear my goddamn American accent come out? Iraq versus Thailand. Predictions tomorrow. I'm going to try so hard to watch this game. My prediction, Iraq 2-1. Unrelated, but Dusan Vlahovic comeback is now. Raul, that's so random. And I hope not. Victor says he's got the game on HBO. Chris has got it on Telemundo. A lot of y'all have it on Telemundo. Should I watch you instead of Tak today? Nah, I go check out Tak. He's better than me. I wouldn't worry about this stream. This humble little operation I got here. I would tune in to Tak. Unless you want to hear somebody who actually watches Korea. Apparently it's on KBS Sports in Korea. Jack, would you rather see Mexico versus South Korea or Wales? I'm an Asian footy simp, so South Korea. And we played Wales, 3 years ago? I think we played like Wales and I want to say Bosnia or Wales and Iceland or something. I think that was Tata Martino years. And both games sucked, if I remember. Uzbekistan, Uruguay, friend. This is a banger, man. This is a banger. I saw it confirmed. I'm so freaking excited. Uzbekistan needs some more games like that, and they need to take down a couple people. Dala, there's a couple of the comments in the chat of people saying where you can watch. Tomorrow, Iran versus Uzbekistan CAF Cup final. Here we go again. 7th meeting between them in the last, 2 years. I just want a winner. Of course, I want Uzbekistan to win, but I don't really care too much. Let me turn the light on. Unk, you look like Mitoma. Well, thank you. I think my haircut's a little better than his. We need a Panama versus Jordan game. Wish CONCACAF teams would do these friendlies more often than teams outside the continent. O'Brien, that's one of the best comments in the chat I've seen in a long time. I would love to see Panama versus Jordan because I think they're pretty evenly matched teams as well. And I think it would be a great game. I feel like that's going to end in a 3-2, like a really good shootout type thing. Let me turn my brightness up a little bit here. There we go. God damn, this jersey is electric. Y'all see this shade of red? Damn. That's insane. Go see Tak so he can rage about the U.S. men's national team. I don't even, does he even rage anymore? I feel like he's just been broken emotionally. He was like me about Mexico 18 months ago. Man, that first time that Honduras gave us the 2-0 away, I was like, I'm actually done. I cannot watch this garbage anymore. That was near the freaking bottom, man. But the World Cup was really bad. Hot take, not the hottest. Qatar gets last in round 4 group. Ahmed, I like it. I mean, their friendly windows haven't gone well either. But we just know this about Qatar. For some reason, whenever it matters and they're playing at home, they just win everything. I don't know how they do it. corruption, bribes, oil money, Akram Afif, all of the above. Eduardo, this is the most trash-friendly idea I've ever seen. Respectfully, you want to see Uzbekistan versus San Marino? You want Uzbekistan to waste a European friendly against San Marino? Come on, man. We can do better than that. Can San Marino play like Equatorial Guinea first? I feel like they get cut up, to be honest. I feel like Equatorial Guinea taking that one 3-1. Mitoma's hairline is crusty. Hairline is crusty. Oh, that doesn't sound good. I haven't noticed that, but I will pay more attention. We need those like 8K cameras, and like it really up and personal. Unk is the Chinese Mitoma. Pana mid. That is funny. Where do you watch these niche matches, Jack? There's a couple websites here in Argentina that will have some of the games. Disney Plus is normally pretty good for like any type of qualifier game. So like CAF qualifier, UEFA qualifier, CONCACAF qualifiers are all free on YouTube. For like random, like I watched Jordan versus Russia on some Arabic website. I just go into Google Translate. I type in footy streams, translate it to Arabic, copy, paste, click on the link, Google Translate the page, find the Jordan game or the Iraq game or the UAE game, whatever I'm looking for, and then hit play. Where do I buy that China kit? I got this from Fanatics for like $25, man. It was like 90% off. Jack looking fire on that medium kit. I appreciate that, Victor. I do agree. You see, I'll see it. I see it right there. You're not getting those straps on another YouTube channel. Let me tell you. And I have not done weighted shrugs in a while. Jack likes to wear tight clothes. Fun fact. I don't like to wear tight clothes. Tight clothes like me, Ahmed. That's the difference. I try to get away, but it's just impossible. This is actually a recurring argument with my girlfriend and I because she's always like, "You wear tight jeans, like you wear skinny jeans." I'm like, I've never bought skinny jeans. I just have big quads, so they fill out the jeans. So a regular pair of jeans looks like it's slim fit, but it's a regular jean. Like there's nothing I can do about it. So my only alternative is to get that weird like boxy cut jean, which I hate. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like back when I was a waiter or if I'm on like a construction site, I don't like those zero form pants. It makes everybody look weird. Like everybody looks like a liberal arts student or a construction worker. I'm neither, therefore I don't want to wear them. So what's the point of working out if nobody can tell, you know? That's like making a ton of money and like never buying yourself a coffee. What am I doing this for? Just so I can stare at it? What am I, Smog from The Hobbit? By crusty, you mean, oh, bad haircut. Yeah, I got you. Okay, the game has started. Oh, I like this. A little bit of blue versus pink here. Oh, I'm excited for this. Okay. Tyler Adams back to Tim Ream. Okay, chat, here we go. Shout out to Hayden in the chat, brother. Your computer's in danger with all these sites you're going to. I'm sure with all the AFC games that I've watched that either the Kuwaiti government or Hamas knows my bank login because of how many streams I've watched. And you know what? If that's what I got to do to watch Kuwait versus South Korea, God damn it, I think it's worth it. Unk, this is the battle of the barbecues. Oh, I like that, actually, Cosmic. The barbecue derby. Korean barbecue versus American barbecue. I actually think that's a great idea. Someone needs to hit you up for a consultant job at CONCACAF and AFC marketing. Okay, long ball goes over. Looks like Arfson just, okay, here's Weah. Good carry. Diego Luna on the ball, and it's going back. and nothing happened. Could have been something there, but it quickly devolved into nothing. Arsene gets away. Say what minute and second you're at. I'm at 148, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 2 minutes. Oh, what a ball through! What a ball through! No way. Bro, was that Son? Oh, baby, you gotta put that away. I mean, that's great goalkeeping from Matt Freese. I mean, I'm watching on mute. Hold on. Maybe it was called for offsides. Is that EJ Sung who got fouled? It was. Tyler Adams fouls EJ Sung. Did they call advantage, though? What the hell just happened? 50 seconds behind Fault Mob. I am 40 seconds behind Fault Mob, yeah. Son definitely should have scored that. If the ref called that back for advantage, he should have scored that. That was poor. That's poor from my Asian goat. Set piece here for Korea. Ball comes. Oh, in the box. In the box. No. Why didn't he put that ball across? I don't. What was Son doing there? Son was doing a whole lot of freaking nothing on that play. That was a little embarrassing. US try to break, but not a damn thing happens. And here come Korea. Not really any press here from the US to start, at least. I'd be pressing like a madman against South Korea. Like, oh, that's a bad giveaway. Here we go. I think that's Pulisic on the ball. It's blocked. Son. Korea breaking. Korea breaking. Oh, it's not really a great ball. So Young-woo on the ball. He's going to play it back. He's going to play it back. And here we go. This is what Korea like to do, y'all. Recycle FC. Recycle FC. Climate change FC. Global warming FC. Recycle, man. Here we go. Back and forth. Horseshoe FC. Horse racing. Kentucky Derby FC. Horseshoe passing. Recycling the ball. Forever. They're about to save the planet with all this. Oh, long ball over top. Is that Tristan Blackman who had the header away? I don't really know what he looks like, but it looks like a white man I'm not familiar with. Number 15. Yeah, that's Tristan Blackman for sure. So Young-woo with the throw-in. Kim Min-jae on the ball. USA sitting back. I'm not sure how exciting this game is going to be, y'all, but oh. Poch ball is kind of boring. Hongminbo ball is kind of boring, but maybe I'll be surprised. U.S. friendlies can go wild sometimes. Good press here from Korea. Tim Ream doesn't get rid of it. It's a good slide in, but it's going to be a goal kick to Matt Freese. Good pressure there from South Korea. Did you rank Chucky in the transfer video I put up earlier? Did I miss that? Yeah, I gave it a B transfer. I think it's a B. It got too much hate. It's a B. If this ends up being 1-0, I'm going to be so mad. It might, man. Nice China kid from Kevin. I appreciate that, Kevin. Thank you for that. There we go. Oh, Dest. Ball comes through. Josh Sargent's a good idea. Did my stream freeze? Oh, my stream froze. Oh, here we go. We're back. Okay, I just see I see someone in blue in the box. It's 140p quality. Argentine Wi-Fi is down tremendous. Arvston wins it back. Arvston passes it off. Pulisic back to Son tracks back and wins it over Sebastian Berhalter. And here comes Correa. And Tyler Adams with a nice little shove in the back. Ref keeps the whistle in his pocket. And it's back to Tim Ream. Here's Luna. He's dropping. Recycling. Okay, well, my stream just like moved back 7 seconds because it froze. All right, chat. What minute do we get the first shot on goal? What minute are you on? I'm on 7:50. That's a great turn from Pulisic. Here comes Dest. It's a good ball down to Sargent. Weah's going to get there. Not quite. Not quite, but it's that's a foul. That's a foul, ref. I don't know who got fouled by South Korea, but really good from Pulisic dropping deep. I feel like right side of the field, attack it all day. Attack it all day if you're the United States. Bit of a malicious challenge from Tyler Adams, but I'm okay with no yellow. It's a friendly. Oh, my God. Kim and Jay's down. Good Lord. I love my guy, but he's always down. So, if you guys are watching the American broadcast, they were talking about Sebastian Berhalter just now and why Pochettino loves him. It was basically like he likes to win, he tries hard, and he hates losing. And he brings us something different. Just like, what the fuck? Like, so like nothing about what he can do. Just like he doesn't like to lose. He's the first name on my team sheet. I hate when coaches say that because they're really saying like almost nothing. I mean, there's a lot of guys that try hard and don't want to lose, but is that why you start for the United States at this point in the United States cycle? Probably not. That's probably not enough, right? You want your players to all be like that, but if that's the main selling point, it ain't enough. Yeah, PRS answer. That's what I'm saying. Generic ass responses, 100%. Most American answer from an Argentine clips. I agree. Same thing you said about Diego Luna in Bambi. Oh, Korea. Oh, that's a great recovery. I think that's Dest. It's going to be a corner kick. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Korea cooking now. Korea's cooking now. Watch out for these set pieces, man. Sounds like there's more Korean fans here, too. Oh, yeah. We see some Koreans Tottenham fans in the stadium? Hell yeah. All right, let's go, boys. Let's go, boys. Kim-min-jae header. Put the ball in the box. It's a corner free kick routine. Comes back in. It's low. It's low. Korea keeps it. Still in the box. Pulisic loses it. It's a bad back pass, and I think Tim Weah's away here. Good ball over top, but to nobody. Okay, never mind. Well, that was anticlimactic. Okay, Max Arvston on the ball. Mexico's going to get humbled by Sensei Japan. I don't want to see it. They shouldn't be humiliated. Japan should win, but Mexico should not be humiliated. With all the Japanese emissions and Mexico having the entire first team should not be embarrassing. That would be a pathetic result. Now, it's possible, man. I remember in Uruguay, who just beat the shit out of us every single time, killed us 4-0 right before the Copa America. I was like, yeah, this team full of scrubs. Now, that was Jimmy Lozano, Mexico, but still. And that was like peak Bielsa, Uruguay. Things have changed since then, but no. Japan should be trying to win, and they should win, but Mexico should not be humiliated. That would be really pathetic. Back to Kim-min-jae. Yeah, very, very soft press from the United States. I mean, virtually none at all. Rate the top 5 country for food in Asia. We're already going to the food. We're on minute 12 and we're already talking cuisine. Okay. Chinese, Korean, Japanese, Indian, if you consider that part of Asia. It's a subcontinent. They play in the AFC. Spare me. Damn, Thai or Vietnamese? I'm gonna go Viet, I think. Nope, take it off. Malaysia 5. Malaysian 5 for me. American fans always cook when it gets to being embarrassingly quiet. Yeah, if being quiet. Oh my gosh. Korea almost give up a completely unforced. This is a terrible ball from Kim-min-jae. That's a terrible ball from Kim-min-jae, and it forces a save from Cho, which he should save. I think it was Sebastian Berhalter from outside the box. That's terrible from Kim-min-jae. Just send it long. Sometimes he doesn't know when to just take the L. You know when you're a quarterback and it's like, just don't take the sack, just throw it out of bounds? Like, yeah, you're going to lose the down. Maybe we're going to punt. Don't take the sack. That's Kim-min-jae here. This is a ridiculous decision, and the pass isn't even good. Like, who is that to? He's trying to play to Son, who's almost at midfield. That's a bad decision. Come on, Kim-min-jae. Thankfully, it fell to Sebastian Berhalter, and I don't know, not prime Jermaine Jones, so that could have been a problem. You don't like how Indian food smells? I think it smells pretty good. The food that probably smells the worst. I don't like food that's like very cumin heavy in terms of the smell. I don't like really the smell of cumin, but I like the taste. So like some Chinese dishes are very, very smelly. Very, very smelly. Some fermented foods don't really smell great either. Oh, that's a good ball. That's a good ball, Tim Ream. Tim Ream, it's a shot. It's a shot. There we go. 2 shots on target. 1 for the United States. 1 for Korea. Neither of them are really too threatening. I've never had Korean food, but I heard it's basically Japanese food with cheese. Huh. I don't know if it's... I think it's probably a little close. Oh, that's a great slide tackle, but that was a great carry by Dest there. Sargent in the box. He doesn't really have anybody to pass it to. Adams back, and now we're chilling again. I wouldn't agree that it's just Japanese with cheese. I think the flavors are pretty different. Gochujang is like one of my favorite sauces ever, and it's on a lot of Korean dishes. Korean stews stomp Japanese stews. Japan has like they're like kind of fried food. Fried like street food, I think, is superior. Okonomiyaki, takoyaki, things like that are superior. But Korea's got tteokbokki, which is like really good. And Korean fried chicken is the best fried chicken on the planet. It's the best fried chicken on the planet. So I wouldn't agree with that. You should try Uzbek foods. Beck, you're right, man. Actually, what's the number one Uzbek dish? It's like rice pilaf, right? It might not be called pilaf, or maybe it's pronounced differently, but I think that's how you say it. I have a Uzbek restaurant in Brooklyn that I have bookmarked on my Google Maps. So next time I'm in the States, I'm going to go good ball across from Weah, but it kind of takes an awkward deflection, and Cho collects. Not mentioning Lebanese. Yeah, Ahmed, you're right. I mean, I don't see. Here's where I have to expose myself as a fraud. You're right, Ahmed. I am a fraud because I don't know enough to separate like Jordanian, Lebanese, Saudi, Syrian. I don't know what's the difference there. So I kind of just say like food from the Levant, which maybe I just sparked political outrage in the chat. I did not mean to do that. So if referring to it as the Levant region fuels hatred, I will prevent myself from saying that in the future. I just don't know enough. But like as a collective, oh my gosh, this is a good ball. Korea in the box. Shoot the ball, son. It's a goal. And he's onside. Sung Kyo-min makes it 1-0 for South Korea. Get in, baby. The Asian GOAT strikes again. Yes, sir. It's going to be a good night, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a great night. It's a great ball. I need to see who put that pass in. That was butter, man. That was so good. Son makes up for a not-so-great decision earlier. Oh, Tim Ream keeps him on. I mean, it's Tristan Blackman trying to guard Sung Kyo-min. Like, I mean, look, Son did amazing there, but you have an MLS defender guarding the greatest Asian player of all time. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? That's disrespectful. Don't you dare put that scrub on my boy ever again. Bro doesn't think the Middle East is in Asia? I do think the Middle East is in Asia. Oh, you must be talking about someone in the chat. Ahmed says I'm African. Oh, my God. Hell yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. This is bad, I think, for the United States. Handball, maybe? I couldn't tell. Central Asia's mid for food. Fight me. See, Christian, I can't refute that because I don't know enough yet. Oh, kind of dangerous here from the U.S. playing out from the back. Tim Ream with the ball in. Goes outside. Tim Weah. Tim Weah gets away from So Young Woo. It's Max Arvston. The one thing he's supposed to be good at is going forward. Will it prove true? Will it prove true? He plays a ball down. Looks like this is Christian Pulisic out wide. I can't tell who's marking him. It's So Young Woo, and he blocks it. Corner for the United States. My favorite Panama man is streaming. What's up, Marco? I am. Successful hate watch so far. 100%, Jorge. I'm having a great time here. Corner comes in. I couldn't tell who dealt with that, but it was not convincing. And that was way, way far away. Korean barbecue is cooking. It is sizzling. We got the pork belly. It's marinated. Everybody's excited. Hoy soy coreano. Me too, Brody. Though I think in Spanish it's spelled with a C. Jorge says he'll watch Tag later. Yeah, Attack probably has the one Gio Reyna run against Mexico, like just replaying on the background of his stream, just to like keep him alive. Screw Tristan Blackman, screw MLS. I mean, it's not Blackman's fault that he got called up. It's ludicrous that he was called up in his starting, though. It's an indefensible decision. It's indefensible. There's no way that you can call in a player like that over Chris Richards or over any of the other CBs in the pool. It's an indefensible position. Now, the decision's been made. U.S. has still got to make do with it. Diego Luna with the ball across. It's not very good. It's going to fall to Berhalter, and he plays it back. God. Soft, man. I hate midfielders who never pass forward. Blackman on the ball, down to Berhalter. Dest. Back to Berhalter. It's a good pass from Dest. It's cut out by Correa. Back to Dest. Back to Dest. He's looking. He doesn't really see anything. He's going wide. Tim Weah back to Dest. Back to Blackman. Diego Luna. I will say that it looks pretty positionally fluid for the United States. Like everybody's kind of going everywhere. Pulisic is left wing, then he's middle, then Diego Luna's right, then he's center. Tim Weah is just running back and forth. So I do like that kind of positional freedom. I always like when teams aren't scared to do that kind of, PSG method where guys just rotate. I think giving defenders different looks is always a smart thing to do. Because if I'm defending the same guy for 90 minutes, at some point I'm gonna learn his move. Oh, he does a little hesitation, then he likes to go right. Like I will start to pick up on his stuff. But if I'm guarding 3 different guys and I only get like 1 rep, 2 reps consecutively against each one, it's gonna be tougher. You're not gonna naturally sync up with the other person's preferences. Jack, do you think Tata Martino and Poch are similar? Probably similar in the fact that they're extremely stubborn Argentines who feel like they're almost trying to make a point more than they're trying to win. Like they're trying to play 4D chess, but no one is sitting on the other side of the chessboard. Like they're only playing against themselves. And they think they're winning. And like, rather than take advice, or rather than even do the simple thing, they're like, no, I'm a European manager. I coach Barcelona. I coach PSG. I know more than you, stupid American. And I'm going to show you how it's done. I was very scared when the United States appointed Pochettino because I love Pochettino from his time with Spurs. But clearly, from what I'm seeing, he either doesn't give a damn or he is just not built for international footy, or both. I was really scared that he was going to take the U.S. to the next level. It was a huge appointment, and it has been a disaster. Tack is shitting on Blackman right now? Probably. Oh, Correa here. Nice little play. Nice little play. Son, Berhalter's on him. Okay, this is an opportunity here. Correa should get a shot away. Ooh. They do, but it goes left of the goal. That's a good attack, though. Always trust Jack to give you a hippie take. What was my last hipster? I mean, I do have a lot of hipster takes, but what was my last one? Are you going to do Mexico versus Japan? Yes, I will, Daniel. 100%. Is Uzbekistan food good, Unc? I've only had it one time, but it was very good. I went to like a Uzbek Chinese hybrid restaurant. I don't even remember the name of the dish I got. It was over a year ago. but it was freaking good, man. Some sort of lamb dish. Do you think China will ever actually develop their soccer? No. No, I don't think Chinese culture is conducive to developing footballers. It's not a society that prioritizes athletic achievement already to that degree. Oh my gosh, that should have been a shot. That should have been a shot for South Korea. And you know, some of their best athletes either go into like more obscure kind of Olympic style sports or they go into basketball. So, oh, Tim Weah has to get a. Oh, that's a good save by Cho, but it was offsides. Well, that was almost good. Yeah, he was off. Tack is saying the U.S. is on this almost on the same level as Korea and Japan. It's just not true. It's just not true. Now, is the United? I would say Japan's above Korea, and I don't think that's controversial to say. I don't think Korea and Japan are like miles ahead, but I mean, just look at the players. What Korea has over both Japan and the United States is world-class players. World-class players historically, world-class players currently. What does the United States have? Shit. F all. Did Japan have a world-class player? Me and Michael did a segment on this. Debatably not. You could say Hidetoshi was world-class, and I think he's the argument. Keisuke Honda, my favorite player ever, was not world-class. Shinji Kagawa was not world-class. Great players, they were not world-class. But Korea's got several in their history, several all-time. I would say they've had 3 world-class players. And I think Lee Gang-in could be a fourth. I really felt like Kim Min-jae was going to be one too, but Bayern, and I still think he could, but Bayern Munich is not the place. Oh, a great ball over top. It's Son versus Ream. It's Son versus Ream. I don't know why Son took the ball across Ream's body. I feel like he should have just kept trying to burn him. U.S. doesn't look great defensively here. And I don't really blame Tack. I mean, I listen to, there are very few YouTubers who watch like everything, right? Most guys just watch their team. And that's fine, man. It's fine. This is why when y'all ask me questions about like African footy, I'm like, because like, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I can only speak on like the last AFCON or like the few African qualifiers that I've seen or the players I know who are African from a specific nation. But I mean, like there are so many channels where I watch like, I don't know, predictions videos or something, or some sort of like draft style video or whatever. And like guys don't even know, like, you know, who the star player is for Panama. And they got a CONCACAF channel. And I'm like, what? How do you not know that? Or, you know, they're a CONMEBOL content guy, but they couldn't tell you who plays on Venezuela. They didn't know who Richard Rios was until he transferred to Benfica. I'm like, how is that possible? And I'm not saying I'm better. I'm just saying I've decided to focus on more like broad topics. Tack knows more about the United States than me. 100% he does. I couldn't go band for band with him on that. But I feel like I could tell you more about CONCACAF. And that's the lane I want to take. I think Jack shaves his legs. Speaking about, let's get back to stuff that actually matters here. I do not shave my legs. One time when I was in Ecuador, I forgot what the stuff is called, but you can put something on your legs and then your hair just like falls off. And I did that in Ecuador because I wanted to get tan. So I basically turned into Cristiano Ronaldo for like 2 weeks, 0 leg hair. The pros were my quads and hamstrings looked freaking huge. The cons were that you sunburn very easily, and it was like summertime. And when the hair starts growing back, it's really uncomfortable. And I just don't like having, I don't like not having hair. I'm not really a hairy guy, but I like to have a little something, you know. Is Weah playing on the left? Chabang Bang? I think he's playing everywhere, but he is technically the left winger. This is a great point from Raul. Even without Hwang-in-Bom and Lee Gang-in, I can't believe somebody asked me if this was Korea's starting 11 at the beginning of the video, and I forgot to mention Hwang-in-Bom. That's a huge L on my part. Yeah, they look great without their two best creators. That's damning of the United States. What you eating, Jack? I was eating steak and pasta. But I'm pretty much done now. CFA uniform, are you a China fan? I'm a fan of Asia, bro. I'm a fan of Asia. All my Korean jerseys are in New York, so I did not have access to them tonight, or I would be wearing them. Ooh. I'm not gonna say it's a lull right now, but we're just chilling. Sometimes I don't have a damn thing to say. Hey, did anybody watch Tack and Albert's prediction for Japan Korea? What did everybody have in that game? I'm curious. I don't know what everybody else's expectations were on YouTube about this match. Did they say that US was going to win? Did they say Korea was going to win? Draw? Were they pessimistic? I imagine it was a pessimistic video. I'm sure both guys were like, "We suck." That's what my assumption is, but dude, Korea is looking good right now, man. Kind of like passing triangles around. Oh, that's a good recovery from Dest. 1-on-1 against Son outside. Berhalter looks like a handball. Doesn't matter. It's going to be a throw in. Senpai noticed me. I'm always reading the chat. I got to be careful though, because if I'm delayed at all, you guys will immediately tell me that a goal was scored. Which the worst spoil the chat has ever had was when Mexico beat Honduras on penalties in the Nations League qualifier, if you guys remember that. So it was like 2-0 Honduras away, Mexico win 2-0 at home in the Azteca, and somebody in the chat like said goal for Edson's equalizer, like deep into stoppage time. I was so pissed, man. Oh, I was heated because Mexico had like freaking 40 shots in that game. That was the worst spoil ever, I think. Gokhan Yilmaz says, how about game? Is it any chance to happen goals? Gokhan, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking here. Can you say that again? Kestrel says, I see China kit is still fire. Thank you, man. It is fire. It is fire. You know the ladies love the China kit. If y'all are single, buy the China kit. I'm telling you now. The best purchase you can make. You don't need cologne. You don't need any of that other stuff. You do need my Riz course, $9.99 down below, link in the description. But you don't need anything else. Why is the U.S. playing like this? What is this flaccid football I'm being forced to watch? Oh, there's a lot of space in behind Sebastian Berhalter here, and Son's going to play a ball wide. They don't have numbers, though. There could be a big switch for So Young Woo, but I don't know if the ball's going to get there. That'd be a crazy ball to play. He is open though, and it's Max Arfsten marking him one-on-one. So that's the matchup you want if you are Korea. Ball's just chilling on the left side of the pitch right now, though. Just Korea possession. They try to play in tight spaces, and it's a turnover. And that's going to happen with Korea missing Hwang and Bomb. That's just what you're going to see a couple times today. Korea plays so much faster than the United States. Yes. DK57 says no urgency by the USA. I would agree with that so far. Like I said, man, that's the motto of the U.S. men's national team. It doesn't matter. There will be people on Twitter, if this result holds, they will say it doesn't matter. Pochettino didn't call up the best players. Good turn by Luna. Good turn by Luna. Finally, a good kind of interplay here from the United States. Luna down to Pulisic, back to Luna, who's going to play a ball across. It's an interesting decision there, but whatever. Not necessarily wrong. I believe this is Dest. Tyler Adams. Pulisic. Korea just kind of sitting back. There's not a lot of movement there. Oh, heavy touch from Pulisic. Look at Korea. Look at Korea. They could clear it. Instead, they're playing tiki-taka in their own box, and Son draws a foul on Sebastian Berhalter. Anything to support my communist brothers. Oh, my God. I don't see the list for the Riz course. Damn. I'm going to have to add that at halftime, man. I'm sorry. Pulisic has done nothing all game. He's had a couple moments of creativity, I would say. I would say more Josh Sargent hasn't done anything. I think Pulisic has tried a couple times. Oh, Arfsten robbed. God damn it, man. And now he's marking Son. Okay. And now, I mean, there's not enough Koreans in this attack, though. They got to go. Ref calls advantage. Oh, if I was Korea, I would have taken that. That could have been a dangerous set piece. Any books you're reading recently? That's a great question. I've been pretty obsessed with the Stormlight Archive by Brandon Sanderson. I'm on book 3 right now, the series. I'm on Oathsworn. First book is called Way of Kings. I would recommend it if you like fantasy. It's a very intense read. The first 100 pages were brutal. Like, I barely survived because there was too many names, too many creatures. I didn't know what was going on. But once I got in the flow, like page 110, it started cooking. And yeah, each book is like 1,000 pages. I'm on book 3. So that's a recommendation for y'all. Are you streaming the Mexico game? Yes, I am. Absolutely. I'm going to take a little break between games so that my back doesn't give out. And then, yeah, we're going to be streaming again. Nabuto says, I think I can do a better job at being USA's manager than Pochettino, respectfully. Nabuto, I'm sure many fans wouldn't mind you, Tak, and 11 Yanks like taking over as caretaker manager. This is a good run by Des, though, in the box. Oh, la, 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 la. Oh my gosh, it goes wide. There's a couple ricochets in there, but Jack definitely wears Dior. Damn, dude, is my cologne actually Dior? Hold on. I actually don't know. I don't know if it might be Dior. Hold on. I'm going to check at halftime. Charmin Ultra Soft FC getting cooked right now. That was a better moment, though, from the States. Oh, Korea just look more proficient with the give and goes, though. Everything and what shouldn't be the case, but it's obvious to me through 41 minutes, is the technical superiority of Korea. I know they're a very strong team, but they're missing their two most technical players. The most technical players in all of Asia outside of Kairi Mitoma, and they look great. Meanwhile, the United States, I mean, it looks like a bunch of guys who, they're being forced into some last-ditch tackles. Nobody's moving off the ball, really. Look at this right now. I mean, Korea's just going to pass around the United States again. And look, I'm here for a 1-0 Korean victory. Sign me up. But I don't understand. I'm conflicted because I want Pochettino to be successful, but I do not like the U.S. men's national team. So it's a weird position to be in. You guys understand this. I want Korea to win this game. I want Korea to go further at the World Cup. Oh my goodness, ball down to Son. Son outside the box. He holds it off well. Ooh, I mean, it was a good run. I mean, the U.S. ain't getting anything like that. Like, not even close. Oh, this is a great turn. Son, give and go. This is 2-0. That's a penalty. And it's a goal that doesn't even matter. And one for South Korea. 2-0. U.S. getting dunked on. Wow. That's an and one, baby. It's 3-0 right now as far as I'm concerned. Excellent play from South Korea. Moments before that even happens, they create another good chance. Ball over top. Son heads it outside the box. They recycle. Ball comes back through. So good. What are Dest and Ream doing there? It's terrible. It's terrible defending. Once the give, it's done. Once the give, yeah, it's already done. Either Tim Ream needs to go or Dest has to tuck in. Neither of them really did anything, and then it's an easy give and go for Sung Kyung Min, and it's a goal 2-0 to South Korea. That is shocking. That is shocking from the United States. Wow. I mean, I am... Woo! I'm having a great time. You see, what's going to happen is Korea's going to win 3-1, and then Japan's going to beat Mexico 4-0, and it's going to be a draw of an evening. Honestly, no, it wouldn't be a draw of an evening. I freaking love Japan. I don't care. If we get a 3-3, if Japan wins, I don't really give a shit. I just want Mexico to play well in the game. I want Mexico to be competitive. Ooh. But yeah, this window is hilarious because it's arguably the 4 teams I watch most on Earth playing each other all at the same time. God, get a load of this librarian. I'm really not too much of a reader, but I do need to unwind sometimes, you know. If I don't read before bed, I will actually just think about YouTube videos that I need to record. It's a sickness. I have a sickness. And so the books calm me down. Good turn here. Oh, there was maybe something there. Look at the space on the left side of the pitch. This is bad, y'all. Oh, that's another great. Oh, yes. Oh, Korea are cooking here. Oh, my goodness. This is actually beautiful footy. They look better against the United States than they do against Oman. What does that say about the United States? Oh, Son with just a turnover here. Pulisic on the ball. They are going to give it, and Korea just take it back immediately. Yeah, the Berhalter-Pulisic connection is not great. Jack is one of those performative males. I don't know what that means, but it sounds like an insult. That sounds like an insult. It sounds like a red pill manosphere. Which team is stronger, Japan or South Korea? I would say that Japan are stronger, but every time they played each other in competitive games, it's been extremely close. I think the last time was a rare exception. Japan won 3-0 in a friendly, but it was a friendly again. Competitive games, it's usually very, very close. Okay, this is an opportunity for the United States to not suck. There is a player down for Korea. Diego Luna has the ball. He's dancing a little bit. He gets away. Nope, there's no one for him to pass it to. You even see him like kind of, Pulisic turns and he gets a shot away. He wants a foul. He wants a foul. There's just nothing for the Americans aren't offering anything. What is Josh Sargent doing up top? He might as well drop deep and play as a creative 9. He might as well because there's nothing else to do. America will not survive an AFC. Balin, I've been saying this for 2 years, and I've been called a simp. I've been called a compromised agent of the Chinese Communist Party. And the reason I was so excited for this window is because I couldn't wait to see this again. I mean, we already had Japan body bag the United States and Canada the last 2 times they played. Americans thought because they scored 3 late goals against Uzbekistan, like literally in stoppage time, after a completely 50-50 even game, Americans were like, see, Asia sucks. They were in my comment section saying, ha, bro, I thought you said Uzbekistan were good. Yeah, they're trash. Yeah, we would win the Asian Cup easily. Idiots. All of them. All of them. We'll see what happens in the, maybe Mexico does the double. Maybe Japan lose both games. I don't know what's going to happen here. But if you seriously think that any CONCACAF team is dog walking Asia, you're a fool. In this first half, are there positive takeaways for the United States in this first half? Is there a positive takeaway from that first half? It's kind of rare that I'm at halftime of a game and I got nothing to say positive about one team. Korea are missing their 2 best players right now. Son Heung-min, he's in the top 3, but in terms of who was performing, who was better in Asian World Cup qualifying, Son Heung-min was probably 3rd for me. Still very good. There's a reason Korea didn't lose a single game, but they got no Hwang In-beom, they got no Lee Gang-in, and they are dancing, they are hula hooping, they are doing the, a traditional Korean dance all over the United States. They got the fans on their side. The fans are pro-Korean. They got the fresher jerseys. That was a 2 out of 10 first half in the United States. That was so shit that I would be embarrassed, and they probably are embarrassed. I'm sure Tack is losing it. I'm sure he's losing it. Oh God, I'm 9 minutes behind in the chat. I gotta speed up here. This is the 2nd best team in CONCACAF. No, it's not, Balin. No, it's not. The 2nd best team in CONCACAF is Canada. This is the 3rd best team in CONCACAF. That's who we're watching here today, with Panama knocking on the door. They're doing goddamn Gangnam Style on the United States. Sebastian thinks I'm being generous with a 2 out of 10. I might be. David says, nah, 4th best. I'm not even going to fight you on that. Vakil says Canada was cruising yesterday. If you compare how the United States is playing right now to how Canada looked against Ukraine, Romania, come on, man. Be serious. Be serious. This is bad. This is bad. Christian, how we feeling? How we feeling right now? How many Yanks I got in the chat? Nabuto is filing a one-time switch to the Chinese national team. I mean, look, do I understand leaving and renouncing US citizenship and fandom? I do. Would I recommend choosing China? I mean, China's future and the US future kind of look the same to me right now. So maybe this is, at worst, this is a lateral move. But I think you'd be better off switching to Japan or, I don't know, DR Congo. Finding a positive takeaway for the USA is harder than finding a needle in a haystack. Ahmed, you're completely right. Look, as much as I banter the United States, like, again, I like Pochettino. I want him to be successful. But this is, damn, man, I'm watching the first goal from Freese. I mean, it's not amazing goalkeeping. The whole side of Blackman and Dest have never played together before, and it is so obvious. It is so obvious they've never played together. Here, I'm watching the highlights here. Is this the second goal? Yeah, it's just so bad from everybody on this play. Like, Blackman and Ream are standing straight up. Arvston does the freaking splits trying to clear the ball. Freese fouls Son in the... I mean, it is a disaster play. Like, watching this is like a comedy of errors. I don't know if it gets worse than that. Hold on. I'm trying to hear what are the commentators saying. Are they going to say the U.S. is fighting? Hold on. It's decent, but South Korea are picking us apart? I mean, you started half of the defense who have never played together. You started Max Arvston against South Korea. I don't really know what you expected. Did you expect to keep a clean sheet? This is naivete. Defined. Will you watch USA versus Australia next month? 100%, bro. 100%. I'm excited for that game, too. I can't wait for Australia to beat that ass, but like 1-0. Can we ban the U.S. men's national team from the World Cup and save ourselves some dignity? Yo, real talk. I had this thought while I was in the shower yesterday. I got a little sad that Mexico wasn't going through World Cup qualifiers. I really enjoyed World Cup qualifying. I mean, it's usually brutal for Mexico, but like, I don't know. I just felt like, you know, Squidward meme where he's watching Patrick and SpongeBob through the window. That's kind of how I felt. It is very cool that we're having so many good friendlies, but I was like, yeah, this is so bad. This is so bad. Let me see the stats here. Could we see the stats here? Like, is there a statistical number I can look to that would give us some positive takeaways here? Oh, possession. Oh, more possession. There we go, guys. That's the positive takeaway for the United States. More possession. Big chances, 2, 0 missed. 1 shot on target for the United States. Y'all see this stat right here? Do I need to zoom in a little bit more? Put some respect on the AFC, man. Put some respect on the AFC. We got U.S. getting pushed to the brink by Guatemala. And some of y'all think that they're going to win the freaking Asian Cup. Is crazy to me. Okay. Tim Ream is the lowest rated in the back line. Honestly, kind of fair. But Blackman's been pretty poor as well. He's probably the 6.3 for like passing stats. How Josh Sargent is a 6.5 is beyond me. How many, like 13 touches, 5 out of 8 passes. So this is enough for, I don't remember those ground duels, but apparently he's won some duels. Tyler Adams and Berhalter, this double pivot sucks so much booty. It's not even worth talking about. Son the GOAT with a goal and assist in the first half. EJ Son with one as well. I think Ihan Baum is the center back who started. I think he started against Kuwait in the final World Cup qualifier, and I know my Korean buddies were really excited about him. I don't even know who this guy is. Lee Dong Young. I don't even know who he is, but he's been saucing. This is. I mean, this should say Lee Gang In. This should say Hwang In Baum. It is so bad, man. It is so bad. Okay. Oh, I think, did I miss some super chats? Oh, I did. Appreciate this from Wuja Game Central. Says Blackman is getting absolutely bullied. Fire emoji. Bread. He's not doing great, is he? But like, it's not even his fault. He has no business being out there. It's Pochettino's fault for playing him, but you're spot on. Kopis just gave me $1. And then he gave me $2 more and said Korea under Hong is a completely different team. Korea under Hombo has strengths and weaknesses. We are seeing 0 of those weaknesses exploited today. And that's the problem for the United States. Again, it's not losing the game. It's the fact we're 45 minutes in. There's nothing good to say about this performance. Even DeMarcus Beasley on TV is saying a whole lot of nothing. That's the problem. I don't think Hong Min-bo is a bad manager. I don't really think he's great. I think he's a 7 out of 10 guy with a conservative style. And so Koreans get really upset by that. But the U.S. is making him look like freaking Carlo in the Champions League. Hashim says the new World Cup format is going to save the U.S. next summer. The new World Cup format saved everybody. Now that we're at the end of the cycle, I really hate it, actually, how much it has killed the stakes of qualifying. It sucks. They need to go back immediately. I hate it. But you're right. The United States, it's virtually impossible for them to be eliminated now. It's virtually impossible. Whereas before, like, yeah, you could have a true stinker of a window and really go out, like in 2018. I don't see the big teams going down in CONCACAF anymore. I don't even see a big team going down in CONMEBOL. Like, you have to be so bad in South America. You just have to be in the top 70 percentile. You basically got to win 3 games, and like you're in, you're probably finishing in 7th, going to the playoff. So it sucks. Leo Football Mexicano or Mexico says if Jack would be the manager for Uzbekistan, I would consider them making a quarterfinal at best. If I took Uzbekistan to a quarterfinal of a World Cup, I'm getting a statue in Tashkent. Are you doing a live stream for the World Cup draw? Probably not a live stream, Mr. Money, but I will have a video on the channel within 24 hours. I can promise you that. I'm so glad Patrick Agyemang is staying away from the U.S. national team. Well, even Patrick Agyemang couldn't be doing less than Josh Sargent right now. Chandler says, we suck, Jack. I hate it. I'm sorry, man. I really am. Yeah, I know how frustrating it is when the solutions are obvious for your team and there are many solutions for your national team and none of them are being taken into consideration. Trust me. I know how that feels and it pisses me off. So I am sorry. That being said, go Korea. I hope they win 4-0. Big E says that German-Korean dude should be subbed in the second half. I think he will, Big E. I think we're about to see him probably minute 60, 65. Actually, Hong Min-bo likes to make his subs really late usually, so maybe like minute 75. Yeah, Jens. I don't know if it's Jens or Jens Kastrop, but yeah. Yeah. Christian says, no poop. Everyone should have seen it coming. Teams celebrating first World Cup appearances like they qualified when it was still actually difficult. Yeah, you like actually have to be bad. You have to be really bad now to not qualify. Whereas before, you could be good and you could have just had a bad afternoon and you don't qualify. It's the stakes have been murdered. And I don't even understand the purpose of it. Like, what, more money? More money, why? Is like, no offense, but is Jordan bringing in like extreme revenue increases? Is Qatar advertising money going to be crazy? I actually think Jordan would have qualified in the old way this cycle. I think they were that good. But, I mean, we're going to have like the UAE here. Like, why? They're just completely mid. We're going to have maybe like a Suriname or maybe like a Curacao. Why? What is that adding to the competition? I don't like it. I don't like it. This whole like inclusion thing is just cringe to me as well. I don't remember how I felt about it initially when the news broke, but as time goes on, I hate it more and more because it's not as devastating when you lose a qualifier like it used to be. Like, it used to be such a big deal. And now it's like, well, we'll just get them in round 4. Like, round 4? What do you mean round 4? You should be done, but it's not. Nabuto, are you sure Balogun's not on the bench? I saw him on the bench on football. Maybe I was wrong, though. 4-0 Korea is worse than 3-0 over Kuwait. Yeah. Ahmed, you might see Kuwait surpass the United States today. Simply put, more matches equals more ticket sales. Yeah, I agree. I mean, yes, you're right. It's a money decision, but I wonder if maybe the World Cup is so bulletproof in terms of its prestige that even watering it down won't matter. But I wonder if at some point people are going to be like, they're just not going to be as excited about it. I don't know. Or then World Cup qualifying is going to become like a complete redundancy. My fear is that in like 2040 or something, FIFA's going to be like, everybody FIFA ranked top 20 just is automatically in. Like, you guys are at the World Cup, right? Kind of how like there have been tournaments where based on your historical rating, you're just in. I kind of see that as the future. They're going to be like Argentina, Brazil, you're at every single World Cup no matter what. England, you're in. Spain, you're in. Portugal, you're in. France, you're in. Mexico, you're in. US, you're in. Japan, you're in. Senegal, you're in. Morocco, you're in. Egypt, you're in. Like, just done. And then like everybody else goes through qualifying. And I don't know. And the only way they can make that good, I'm really on a tangent here. Second half's about to start. The only reason they can make that good, and I wouldn't be pissed, is if we brought back another tournament that actually fucking meant something for all the teams that auto qualified. Like, if we got another group, a nations league of the top nations type thing, maybe I would be okay with it. Like if we had groups of Japan, Mexico, Senegal, France, and it was like top team advances to the knockouts. Perhaps I'd be okay with that. Okay. The thing is back. I've spoken enough. A black men with an intervention here. Let's get back into it. Block from Tyler Adams is going to be a corner kick for South Korea. Jack, do you think Mexico will play like USA today versus Japan? No. I think the vibe around Mexico is very different. I think the United States camp is very divided. I don't think a lot of the players like Poch. There's a lot of pressure from the fans. Everybody's upset. I don't think Mexico will come out. Like, Mexico's probably going to come out and lose, but they're not going to look this flaccid. Like, the United States looks flaccid. I'm going to keep using that word. Son with the corner kick. Ball comes in. It's cleared. Man, if Korea go up 3-0, dude, that's just shocking. Even as an Asian football simp, I could have never seen a 3-0. Son puts a ball, and it's going to be off the face, I think, of somebody. Maybe Arston. I haven't seen the ticket prices yet. I'm assuming they're crazy, but I don't have any context. Kind of like the Confederations Cup, yeah, but like maybe a bit bigger. Maybe instead of what, 8 teams, 12, something like that. 3 groups of 4, or 4 groups of 3. Winner of each group advances. Zach, I'm pretty sure it's on Fox Sports. It's also on Telemundo. So if you have any streaming platform that has any of those channels, you should be good, dude. Chad Jackborn, the man, the myth. What's up, Greg? Oh my gosh, Korea attacking again, and they're not offside. They're chilling. Oh, somebody got hurt? Somebody got hurt for Korea because they just intentionally played the ball. Oh, it's EJ Song. Uh-oh, is that a hamstring? Uh-oh. Oh, I think he's coming off immediately. EJ Song's coming off. Okay, well, that should help. I wonder who Korea brings on. Junho Bae? Please, Junho Bae, Junho Bae, Junho Bae, Junho Bae. Or maybe Lee Gang-in. Oh my God. Yeah, EJ Sung's done. Jurgen Klinsmann's in the stands. That's hilarious. I haven't seen him yet on my broadcast. Five South Korea, USA nil. Embarrassing, man. Is it time to give up on Tim Ream? I feel like this has been a U.S. conversation for a long time. I don't know, man. It is Junho Bae. Okay. All right. Well, this is a pretty exciting substitution. Young Korean guy playing for Stoke. I really like him, man. I think he's going to be a beast. If he comes on and cooks right now, that will bring a smile to my face. Oh, I had one piece of steak left. Aha. I thought I was done. Ball moving its way around. Oh my God. Dude, this couch is terrible. Oh, my back. Oh. It's like the deepest couch I've ever sat on. And it's not optimal for live streams. And I have another one at 11 o'clock Argentina time, dude. It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to pop a melatonin. Oh, ball through. Oh my gosh. He's through. He's through. Matt Freese is running, and he gets there. He gets there. That was almost a disaster. That was almost a disaster. Son almost on the ball there. Jack's real height, 5'6" with. Are these supposed to be like sirens? That's too tall, brother. 5'3". We got my man John Zoo in the chat. What's up, Zoo? You're jumping into a great game, man. This is part of a this is part of my Pan Asian dream right here. Utter South Korean domination over the imperialist United States power. It's a great day right now. I'm having an awesome time. Tak can't accept today's result and is posting Korea's past matches where they drew Palestine. No, he is not. No, he is not. Is he actually posting score screenshots with zero context of games he did not watch? Come on, man. I'm checking his Twitter right now, dude. No way. Jack's Genetic Origins. J9 Halpo Group? What the hell is that? Uzbekistan and Northern China? Okay. Maybe the U.S. can do something here offensively. Maybe they can do something here. And no, they can't. It's kind of half cleared, not really. New Era says, Pauch is literally the Tata Martino for the U.S. men's national team. Yep. Stinker Bean says the amount of bacteria on that means. Damn, dude, how long do you think it was sitting here for? Like 3 days? It was only like, well, it was an hour and a half, actually. But anyways, I'm sure steak's good for like 4 hours. Oh, that's good defense. That's out on Serginho. That's his face. Hey, ref, it went out. That's not a corner. Is it the couch or the age that's giving back pain? Hey, man, chill. Oh, I also hit back day at the gym yesterday, so everything's just gone to hell. The real problem is I edit too many YouTube videos for you ungrateful bastards. And as I do so, I'm sitting down most of the time, and so it freaking hurts. I might stand up while I do the Mexico game, at least for one part, just to give my back some goddamn respite. Oh, that's yep. Taysok brings down Pulley, and this is going to be a dangerous free kick for the U.S. men's national team. Maybe they do something. Pop a perk. I don't know if that's going to help me that much. Short Uzbek. Oh, they don't have kings. They have chieftains. Thank you. But yes. All right, let's see what kind of bullshit. Well, what is tack on right now? Hold on. Here, let me see. Oh, I kind of want to react to a crash out if this gets even worse. See, even my boy Albert Kim saying the U.S. men's national team is bad, but Pochettino might need to get fired, making Korea look like prime Barcelona. They do look like prime Barcelona in this game. And it hasn't really gotten too much better. Oh, here comes Wei. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Is he did he pull his hamstring? That shot was so bad. Was it so bad he pulled his hammy? I don't know. Or is he just soft and the shot was absolute ass cheek? Holy hell. Pete from 11 Yanks said, keep in mind the South Korea team in their last. That is so ignorant, dude. That is so ignorant. Oh, a little bit of confusion here for Korea. Oh my gosh, Korea going. Ooh, no, I feel like they just kind of fed Son for no reason there. That wasn't the right decision, but Korea is still attacking. They got hella bodies in the box. Junho Bae on. Now it's gone wide. Okay, the attack's kind of dead there, but how much do you weigh? Like 173. Five foot three, I'm pushing 50. I'm pushing 50, baby. Oh, ball over top. Yeah, Des is going to get there with the speed. Again, I feel like the right ball for South Korea is played all the way through. Faris is going to send it long. And it's going to fall. Oh, that was really awkward from Cho. Pete is a crypto scanner? I don't believe that. I don't believe that's true. Why there's so many Korea fans in the United States? I mean, there's a large Korean population in the United States, and they don't get to see their national team very often. So I'm sure some have traveled from out of state for this game. Ball comes in. No, it's just terrible. Did I just hear Christian Roldan is about to check into the game? This is shocking, man. Chris Richards is going to come on. Okay, so Chris Richards, the guy who should have probably been the first name on the team sheet next to Christian Pulisic, is ridiculous, man. It's so bad. Oh my God, man. This is. They actually do ads now during games. I've never seen that before. During the cooling break, they put a commercial up. That's crazy. Yeah, Rodon subbing on is again, it's a crime. It's actually a crime. Huh, okay. Here, I cannot believe Roldan is checking in right now, man. Here, we'll switch over to this real quick. South Korea past 5 games. They were struggling, but they're capable of running circles around the U.S. men's national team. See, the problem with tweets like this is that you have no idea what you're talking about. South Korea were the better team in every single one of these games, pretty significantly. Oman, they concede 1 shot and 1 goal. Like, these are not bad performances from South Korea. But by taking this screenshot, you're kind of insulting Well, I guess at one hand, you're saying that the United States should be dominating South Korea because South Korea couldn't beat Palestine or South Korea couldn't beat Oman. So this is like extra embarrassing. But I guarantee Tak has never seen Palestine play. He's never seen Jordan play. He's never seen Oman play. And he's never seen Iraq play. I mean, South Korea going away to Basra and getting a 2-0 win. Do you actually think the United States can get a 2-0 win in Basra right now? Like, this is, I just have a problem with this. I have a problem with this because it's insulting to all of Asia. It's just, yeah, man, I don't know. I try not to talk about games that I didn't watch. I mean, this is the same thing here. Keep in mind that South Korea in the last 5 games has gotten draws with Palestine, Oman, and Jordan. This isn't some global powerhouse. Anything less than a comprehensive win today is a failure. Are the United States more of a powerhouse than South Korea? On what grounds? Who went further at the last World Cup? Well, y'all went the same. Who went further at the 2018 World Cup? Well, guess what? One team wasn't even there. One team wasn't there, Pete. It was your team. What are you talking about, man? One team, as corrupt as it was, has made a semifinal at the World Cup. What the hell have you done? This is embarrassing to tweet. It's not personal, but this is a garbage-ass tweet. Anything less than a comprehensive win today is a failure. Why? Because they drew Oman? Like, the thought process here is Korea didn't beat Jordan, didn't beat Oman, didn't beat Palestine. Therefore, they're not good. Therefore, the United States should have a comprehensive victory. But how can you even say that when you've never seen Oman, Palestine, and Jordan play? This is tweeted out of pure ignorance. And the problem is you have a significant United States men's national team following, and you are spewing crap with this tweet. Yeah, hold on. Let me check Nabuto's Twitter next. I know he tweets some bullshit. There's something here for the United States. I mean, it looked good. See, Weah's hamstring is fine. He just wanted to fake. Was that 20 or 23? Was that 20 or 20? I mean, 21. I don't know. Maybe it was Dest. I kind of want to see what everybody else is saying on Twitter now. I kind of want to see this crash out party. Yeah. I don't know. We'll go back to the game. I can pull up some more tweets later, but I can pull up some more tweets later, but that's just. All Nabuto does is hate watch us. That's funny. Can y'all still see my screen? My browser just told me that screen sharing failed, but I'm looking at the stream and I see it, so I think it's wrong. You think it's time for USA to OFC? I think it's time too, man. Here comes Berhalter across. It's just he's just not good, is he? He's just not good. The decision making is not good. I think there was a lot of subs that happened while I was. Let me see them all because there's a couple. Okay, Balogun in for Sarge and Roldan in for Adams. That's crazy. Okay, it was Alex Freeman that I saw it that way. In for Des. Richards in for Weah. Okay. Egon in for Edong Young. Hun Seho is checked in the game. Okay, for Son, I did see that, and Kastrop came in. Okay, all right, we're up to speed. We're up to speed now. No more Twitter, no more dicking around. Oh man, what? This is concerning. 0 shots for Korea in the second half. Worth noting. 3 for the United States, none on target. That's really slow from number 14 for South Korea. It's got to be a bit faster. They're going very conservative with this approach. I feel like this is a fine result. Beating the US 2-0. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ooh, good idea, though, but it's just going to go all the way through. Matt Freese is going to pick it up. And the U.S. have 20 minutes to recover a little bit of honor. I mean, they get a 2-1. They get out of here. I feel like everybody's saying, okay. A little bit of a press here from South Korea still. Blackman on the ball. Almost turns it over. It's actually a very good shielding from Alex Freeman. Let's be honest, Jordan in some of these low-level countries wouldn't qualify for the... Come on, man. Chris, that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. You're telling me the Asian Cup finalists wouldn't qualify for the World Cup in CONCACAF? Maybe a playoff spot. You just got to watch the AFC, man. These teams are not just because all their players stay in West Asia, because it's very rare for Western Asians to leave, mainly for cultural reasons, but also for salary. Well, that's a good opportunity by Is that Zendejas? I think it is. Yeah, I just think if Jordan plays anybody in Amman, Guatemala, El Salvador, Jamaica, I think they cut him up. They play so much like faster than CONCACAF. CONCACAF is slow. CONCACAF is really slow. And it's physical. Asian football is not soft, especially the West Asian teams. On the road, no chance. I mean, I don't know. Guatemala just lost at home against El Salvador. Is it unthinkable to say that Iraq could beat Guatemala away? I don't. Why is that unthinkable? Is it unthinkable to say that? I'm not sure what other teams fit your definition. UAE, Saudi Arabia, who just beat Macedon, I believe, in Europe. Why is it unthinkable? I mean, if you look at a team like Palestine, they don't ever get to play at home. They don't really have a home. And they still barely missed out on qualifying despite being in a really hard group. Free kick here for the United States. Oh, Chris Richards almost scored it too. Connor just texted me and said this looks bleak, huh? Yeah. Yeah. You know when Connor's texting me, it's bad. Alex Freeman with some space out wide, but I don't know. He cuts in. It's actually a really good idea. Owns, and they just. Oh, it was blocked. Thank God. I was gonna say, like, that was terrible, man. That's another good ball for the U.S. Ooh. Who was that who just took that shot? Yeah, Richards almost got another one, man. I told y'all, I kind of said it half jokingly. He is going to be the United States top goal scorer going into the World Cup and probably at the tournament as well. I hope Connor's on his VIX affiliate. I think Connor's at a wedding. I think he's at a wedding right now. We did record some CONMEBOL content earlier, but I'm pretty sure my guy's at a wedding. Final 15 minutes to restore something. I would like Korea to get a bit better attacking wise. I understand why they're not, because job done. You already bullied the United States. Like, the job is done. You got Mexico in 3 days. No need to get some injuries. I understand it, but I would like, maybe 2 shots before the game's over. Let's get some of these substitutions on and see if they can make an impact. Looks like we got who the hell? We got Blackman on the ball. Freeman out wide. Sebastian Berhalter. Is this man really going to play the full 90? That's insane to me. Chris Richards on the ball, pushing up. There's not really any space. Korea's in a 5-3-2. That's a great step by Kim Min-jae. And Junho Bae just doing a little happy feet here. Oh, that's beautiful. He takes a heavy touch, though. Would Ecuador or Paraguay win the Asian Cup? Oh, they'd be really... I think a lot of Asian teams would struggle to score against them, but I think they would probably make the semifinals. Oh, this is a dangerous set piece. Like, I think Japan would beat both of them because I think Ecuador would sit back and it would cost them. I think if they went out and attacked, maybe they could catch Japan slipping, but Paraguay away from home are okay. They're okay away from home. They're really, really scary in Asuncion. So as long as they weren't hosting, if they were hosting the Asian Cup, they're probably going to win. But could they win the Asian Cup in the Middle East? Hell no. No, they couldn't. Jack McGlynn coming in. Jorge says, what are these subs? I don't know what the subs are, man. I don't know what the subs are. Kobe says AFC over CONCACAF. Amen, bro. Y'all know my thoughts on that. Sorry, Jack, but you overhyping Japan. Why am I overhyping Japan? I think that they could break down a low block. They do it all the time. I'm not saying Japan stomps Ecuador. And I do not think they could beat Ecuador in Ecuador. Absolutely not. They couldn't beat Paraguay in Paraguay. They would lose to Paraguay in Paraguay. Oh, Jesus. Not a great free kick from Pulisic. But Japan is a very good friendly record, even against South American teams. You know, they play well. Jack McGlynn in for Sebastian Berhalter. Okay, here we go. This has become a drag in the second half. I'll be honest. Looks like Pulisic tries a ball, but it's not rolled. I can't believe Roldan is on the ball right now. Like, this is insane that we're watching this. Like, if you were going to try to introduce Roldan, why didn't you just do it at... Oh, here's some space here for Pulisic. He didn't release Ballo. Goes out to Freeman, ball across, and it's not going to result in anything. I don't know why Pulisic didn't try to feed Balogun there, but as a result, no shot on target. Y'all, oh my God. Linus starting? How is that confirmed? Isn't the game in 3 hours? We already know the starting 11? It's not possible. Balogun in the box. Oh, it's going to fall for Pulisic in the box. Oh, it's a great tackle from Kim Min-jae. Jack McGlynn, I think, on the ball. Here's Zendejas. Zendejas back. Shot from outside the box. It's blocked. Oh, that's a yellow. Yes, sir. That's a yellow. Tackling Lee Gang-in. Kim Min-jae is actually everywhere. Yeah, he's been a beast today. B-Dog says, Jack, how would you rate Canada's performance against Romania out of 10? Who do you think the top 3 now are in CONCACAF? I think the top 3 in CONCACAF is Mexico, Canada 2, United States 3, barely. Panama needed to, if Panama had beat Suriname like I thought they could 2 days ago, I would probably have Panama in 3rd right now, but they didn't. So I'm going to keep them at 4. Rate the performance. I don't know, 7.75, 8 out of 10 away in Bucharest, getting 3 goals. One of them was hella sloppy from the Romanian goalkeeper. So even if you chalk that off, and even if Crépeau doesn't make that epic save, it's still a 2-1 for Canada. You got to take that. I would say an 8, actually. I thought the chance creation looked pretty good. Didn't concede a ton of chances, despite kind of having a similar back line situation to what the United States has here, where they had 1 starter. They had 1 starter available. No Davies, no Bombito, no Johnston. And you keep a clean sheet away in Bucharest. US ain't doing that right now. I'm gonna say 8 out of 10. Appreciate the super chat. Fulmo was Blackman is the highest rated U.S. defender It's probably from passes or maybe like ground duels one or something. I don't know. Jack McGlynn back to Blackman. Freeman puts the ball up, and it's just straight out of bounds. It's a terrible pass. Oh, my God. Panama can be third if they have a better World Cup campaign than the USA. For me, Panama, the only way they can move up is if they are like near perfect. So that would mean winning the next 5 World Cup qualifying games. And the U.S. would have to lose this game, lose to Japan, draw or lose to Australia, draw or lose to whoever they're playing after Australia, which I don't know who that opponent is. Is it Paraguay or Ecuador? Something like that. But Panama, it's going to be tough for them to move up. They really needed to go far at the Gold Cup, and they didn't. How many times has Japan beat Mexico in history? Once. Only once. But I don't really know how important that is because historically, Mexico was the favorite in every single one of those previous games against Japan. I don't think Mexico are the favorite today. So this is the first time where the reverse has been true. Even in 2020, I would still have said Mexico was the favorite in that game over 2020 Japan. That's what I would say. Or you could say it was a draw, probably because it was in Japan. You can say it's a pretty 50-50 game. I looked at the odds makers today. The odds are still 50-50 game for this match. According to the betting site that I saw, there's no like favorite. It's just like you bet on either team to win, you get the same return. So it'll be interesting if that changes things. Alice Schuberg, what currency? Is that yen? Is that Japanese yen? Are you going to root for Japan or Mexico in the next game? I'm gonna assume that's yen, which is sick. Thank you for that. I'm gonna root for Mexico, but I just want a good game, no injuries and goals. That's what I want. No injuries and goals. Whoever wins, I'm sleeping like a baby tonight. I really don't care. Now, if it's a World Cup game, I'm going for Mexico. If it's Confederations Cup, I'm going for Mexico. If it's Copa America, I'm going for Mexico. But in a friendly, me vale. I don't care. Jesus. Jack, what if Mexico beats Japan 3-0? If Mexico beats Japan 3-0, that's Aguirre's best result. That's what that is. That's a huge deal. Especially with a clean sheet against this Japanese attack, that would be a win. That would be huge. And I think Japan would be pretty embarrassed by something like that. Really, Japan should never be losing 3-0 again to anybody. That's really, really bad. But I think the Japanese excuse will be, well, all of our defenders are out. And it's a valid excuse. That's why Mexico must score a goal, has to score a goal. And I think Raul Jimenez will get a goal tonight. 3-0 will be wild, though. Looks like Pulisic got hit in the balls. I'm not sure. Australia, Ecuador, Paraguay, Uruguay. They got Australia, Ecuador in the same freaking... Oh, so they were like, let's face the best defenses in the world. I respect it. Don't expect a lot of goals from the U.S. next window. My money's on Australia for that USA game. I would bet that as well. Australia is not going to lose. How are these guys ranked 15th? Probably more historical stuff. Oh, my gosh. That was actually a really good ball from Freeman. Richards almost got there. And honestly, the U.S. needed that. Really needed that. I think Korea want this clean sheet. Humminbo loves a clean sheet. He does not want to see anybody concede here. Jack, if the USA was playing Jordan in Jordan, who would you put your money on? I would put my money on Jordan. Who wins, Belgium or Uruguay? That's interesting because I don't know. I haven't watched Belgium in a minute. So I don't really know. I haven't seen them since the Euros, and I thought they were pretty solid. I think it would be a 1-1 draw right now. Uruguay, aren't great, but when they get to be the inferior team and sit back, I think they're going to be okay. Mexico should strive for a win, but a draw, no, a draw is definitely not the worst thing in the world. A valiant defeat is not the worst thing in the world. Both teams do not want to be embarrassed, and I don't think they will be embarrassed. I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like the U.S. needs to be pressing their faces off, man. There's 3 minutes left in the game, and you down 2-0. Like stop playing patty cake. That was a perfect opportunity to press, and they didn't. Oh, some really good interplay here. Yeah, nothing offensively from Korea in the second half, though. Why do U.S. fans hate Asian teams? I don't think they hate Asian teams. They just don't know them. What do you think Japan should aim for this World Cup? If they don't make the quarterfinals, it's embarrassing. I think their ceiling is semis. But if they don't make the quarterfinals, it's embarrassing. Yeah, Japan quarters minimum has to be. They have too much hype. They have too much talent to not go far. Japan 4-1 tonight. Cuff them. That's aggressive. The only way Mexico can concede 4 is if Montes and Vasquez don't start. Is if cross from Korea is if Aguirre starts whatever the hell that random center back's name is from Puriera or something. I don't even know. Never seen him before in my life. Oh, almost a third for Korea. Wow. It's actually a really good save from Matt Freese. That's a great header, man. That guy's a beast in the air, dude. South Korea in the air, man. Cuidado. +5. All right, let's get this over with, man. Let's get this over with. We got the real game later tonight. Come on. Oh my gosh, sauce. Like we haven't seen really any sauce from the United States the whole game. Like nobody's really like embarrassed a Korean defender or done like a really cool give and go. There's been so little interplay. And Pochettino was so good at that at Tottenham. I don't know why it hasn't appeared here at all. And I don't think it's just the talent. I don't think it's just, oh, MLS guys. Like something is fundamentally wrong. Ball comes in here. God, Korea, please get a third. Ball across, but Ream deals with it. McGlynn is going to pass it back. God, are Korea going to. We got somebody flopping in the back. I'm not even sure who it is. There's a little bit of space here, but it's basically Balogun versus 3 Korean defenders. He's not going to get fed either. Ball across to Zendejas. Freeman. He's actually had a couple decent deliveries from the right-hand side. Oh, Zendejas in the... Oh, how is that? Oh my goodness. No way. Balogun with a double shot, double save by Cho. Oh my goodness, the United States is cursed. Wow. I mean, that would have softened the blow a little bit. It's been better from the U.S. here. Ball's going to go across. Who is this falling to? I honestly can't tell. Ball across again. Wow. 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 Yeah, it's not great defending from Balogun. Has to score that. Balogun has to score that. That is not good. Hashim, appreciate the super chat, says, why hasn't Poch worked so far? Is it a lack of quality of U.S. players? Is it the Federation blackballing him? Or is he just washed as a manager? I don't think he's washed as a manager. I think that he came in expecting to be a know-it-all guru when it came to the United States. I think he has been influenced severely to have a MLS-heavy roster. And I think he's a pretty loyal manager, and his loyalties have, unfortunately for United States fans, been they've been created with inferior players that are not up to the standard of the player pool. Truly, it's a lot of like MLS guys. Balogun again. When it's another save. Okay, I mean, this is a little better to end the game for the United States. I don't think he's washed, but I don't think he's the right manager for international football. I don't think he's emotionally invested enough. And I think there surely has to be some sort of outside influence on the roster decisions, or like, yeah, maybe he's just trash. I think it's not a lack of US first team quality. It's like the MLS produced quality is not good enough. And that's what we're seeing the majority of US players are. You know, in a Pochettino 11, play that ball. Oh, that was a bad ball. That should have been 3 for Korea. In a Pochettino 11, there's like 6 MLS guys, 5 MLS guys. That's concerning. That's the problem. Angel Batista says, would Mexico rather face Argentina or Spain? I think both are huge L's. Probably Argentina, because there's so much hatred that maybe they could conjure a draw. I think Spain eats Mexico's lunch right now. Embarrassing 4-0 defeat, like absolutely cut up. If we see Spain in the knockouts, we're done. We're done. Eliminated. Oh, it's Purata. Yeah. That's a great tackle. Was that Kim Min-jae with the tackle in the box? Full time, 2-0 for South Korea. That's a great result for South Korea. They won with no Lee Gang-in until the sub, no Hwang Hee-chan, no Hwang In-beom, and they freaking won 2-0 away from home in the United States. Look, the takeaway is that South Korea are not as bad as South Korean fans think they are. Asia's better than most CONCACAF and United States fans think it is. And the game was over in 45 minutes. There were some positives in the second half of the United States, actually. The creativity was a little bit better. I actually thought Alex Freeman was okay as an addition out wide. I thought Zendejas had maybe 1 or 2 good moments. Balogun was actually getting in dangerous positions. I think his movement is better than Josh Sargent, who actually did nothing once again. But other than that, hopefully, I mean, can it even be a humbling result? How have the United States not been humbled yet? After the Copa America, after the Gold Cup, how can they not be humbled yet? After the last Nations League, they have to be humbled, or these guys are pure narcissists. That's like the only other explanation. Huge win, I think, for Hung Min-bo. I think if this had gotten embarrassing, the pressure on him would have been really intense. I think that Korea really needed this because the round 3 record in qualifying with 4 draws left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. And I said this in the preview. I said, Korea's not coming here for a vacation. Japan's not coming here for a vacation. They're coming here to beat some ass. Korea wants to make a statement. The World Cup is in the United States. You think these teams aren't aware of that? They want to come in here to the environment that they're going to be playing a World Cup in whatever it is, 8 months, 10 months, whatever it may be, and they're trying to win. They're not trying to lose. They're not going to take it easy. And this is mission accomplished. Wow. Wow. I thought without Hwang-in-Bom, I was like, I don't know if the U.S. is going to do it. I mean, sorry, I don't know if Korea can do it without Hwang-in-Bom. But thanks to Pochettino and some of the players he decided to play, and credit to the other Korean players who filled in for Lee Gang-in and Hwang-in-Bom, they looked so good in the first half. It's just, wow. Like, I don't even know what else to say about it. I've been talking for 2 hours and 20 minutes, so I don't really have a lot of new information. Yeah. I need to stunt on Tak and Albert. I don't really know what that means. AFC's miles ahead of CONCACAF. Maybe not miles, but it's ahead. Tak should never speak on Asian footy. Until he starts watching it, then yeah. Or just be like, I don't know, comma, and then say something. AFC over CONCACAF. Yeah, it's not. Cuffham is right. It's not miles better. It's not miles better. But it is better. It is deeper as well. Korean tacos are very good. I don't know how this came up in the chat, but I agree. Mr. Money says, give me Brazil, Croatia rematch. Nabuto says, I hate my life. You shouldn't hate your life, man. This should be expected. This should be expected. There were no, the surprise here was Blackman getting the start at CB is a mind-boggling decision. I don't understand it. Also, Josh Sargent starting. So Josh Sargent isn't good enough for the Gold Cup, but he gets called up here and he starts against Korea. I don't know what Poch is doing, man. He's got no plan. When are you going to have a Deadball TV and Nabuto collab video? We do have a Deadball TV and Nabuto collab video. We talk about the Champions League. Saudi Arabia's ass. I mean, they are ass, but they still probably beat Costa Rica right now. They'd still probably beat Guatemala right now. Those teams aren't good either. Costa Rica are an embarrassment at the moment. They are pathetic. That game against Nicaragua was effing sad. Inexcusable sadness from Costa Rica. They should be slaughtering the other Central American teams. Fraudulent. Piojo's got to go. He's killed the identity of that team. Sack Poch from Jay Alvarez. You are not the only person saying that. We've lost 7 times under Poch this year alone. That is so bad. Christian's looking at this from the bright side. This is a great result for the USMNL. A bottom 100 national team holding Korea to 2 goals is promising. You're right. I think there were some defensive positive takeaways here. You're right. That was sarcasm in case English is anybody's second language. And Christian's joking. No, this is tragic. Are you going to watch the Mex versus Japan? Yes, I will. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat more food, and then I'm going to be right back here in this couch watching the game. So y'all hit subscribe if you want to see that one next. K-pop Demon Hunters? I guess so, man. Poch is a Russian double agent. You're probably right. Everybody thought it was Trump. It was actually Pochettino. FBI should probably investigate him. Panama's better than Saudi Arabia? I agree with you, but not defensively. Saudi Arabia is much better than Panama defensively, but Panama's a better attacking side. It's probably pretty 50-50. I think a best-of-7 series is going to 7 games if we're going basketball style. I'm gonna probably miss the Mexico game. Why, Mari? Is it too late for you? I feel you though. I mean, it's gonna finish like that stream's gonna finish 1:30 Argentina time. I'm gonna be dead tomorrow. Japan got them fire kits. They do. But Mexico got fire kits too. If there's one thing we can definitely go band for band with Japan on, it's kits. Mexico have great kits. And give me Mexico CBs over Japan CBs. I'm not playing. Mexico's got better center backs than Japan. Shuki masterclass today? Oh, God, JR. I don't know about that. Chile beats the United States today. Wow. I don't think, I mean, that's not even. They could absolutely do it. Yeah. You just got shit to do. I feel you, man. I feel you. If I wasn't a YouTuber, maybe I'd have shit to do too. Albert and his squad thought South Korea would lose this game a couple months ago. I just think because they're Korean, they're just naturally more pessimistic about their team. And I think also Hung Minbo being like a former player legend for them, like it's like, and this is his second stint as the national team manager, and it didn't go well back in 2014, that there's a lot of like feelings for them around this team. And I think maybe because a lot of the team's better players are older, especially Sung Min, I think a lot of Koreans feel a pressure that like they need to do it now versus the United States. If they fail in 2026, this group of players is still going to be there in 2030. It's not actually their last chance. They're going to have like 4 major tournaments left together, not counting Nations League, not counting Gold Cup. So there is more time. But Koreans are like, oh my God, we folded the last Asian Cup. If we fold on this World Cup too, Sun's going to retire. And then like, well, they have the 2027 Asian Cup. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I understand why they're negative. I'm just not ethnically Korean. So I'm like, hey guys, like look at it from the other side. There's a lot of positive takeaways, good defense, never losing, really, really good individual players in some positions. Yeah. Kopis said Korea's relentless pressing, smart build-up, and disciplined defense reveal a side of real quality. I agree with everything you said. They can compete at the top. I also agree with what you just said. Not to be underestimated. Kopis, I think you went 3 for 3 in this message, man. I appreciate that. These are the types of messages that we need to be spreading on social media, not stuff saying that, oh, Korea didn't beat Palestine, they suck. Like, people don't even realize Palestine got some ballers on that team, man. Really, really exciting. But anyways, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Nice win for South Korea. Nice win for Asia. This was a victory for Asian football, a victory for the AFC. This is a victory against the CONCACAF Sims, which they might come crawling back out from under the sofa if Japan folds later today against Mexico. I will be live for that game back on the channel. I'll try not to be late for that one, but I probably will. Probably kick off 20 minutes before the game gets started. So if you guys want to ask me any questions that you didn't get to ask me now, again, another stream later in the day. Appreciate you guys for watching, chat. Y'all are awesome. Korea 2, U.S. Men's National Team 0. I'll see you on the next one.